We have Henry.
No, my name is Hank.
See, they told me that to call you Hank. Well,
Just
Hank
kidding out
Guzevich. And it's the Polka family. And the Polka family are making waves everywhere they go.
Oh,
and
yes.
you're really, really sounding good. And everybody, it amazes me how you can go from your own type of singing and go right into Marion Lush.
Yeah,
Or Happy Louie.
Right. Well, that I think that comes from when we were younger.
Yes, you did a lot of Happy Louie
right,
songs.
when we first started, right. But my father, he in my busha, she used to send us tapes and stuff to California, and that's really where we learned all the different styles. And now that neither one of those guys are playing, now that Happy Louie's retired and Marion Lush passed away, you know, we feel there's still people who love to hear that sound.
It sounds
they
wonderful.
love to hear
They
that
have
sound.
their own sound.
Oh yeah.
and
So
style.
every once in a while, we know we have our own style now, but it's nice to throw those in there because then it mix it up for you as a band. And then people get to hear it, and then they
That's
enjoy
right.
it.
And all these medleys that you do too.
Right. Yeah.
And
we
you
try to
can
get
play for
everybody.
hours and hours and never repeat yourself.
I think I'm like Lucas, the little guy Lucas. He's like the Energizer Bunny. He just keeps going.
Yes, I know that, and we noticed that today as you play, and it just seems like you go into one after another, and I don't think that you play the same song twice.
We try not to.
So far,
Try
so
not to.
so that's really good. And how do you get your ideas, like for a new one or whatever?
A lot of that happens when you're driving home from a good time like this. You know, maybe you may be driving home and you can't pick nothing up on the radio, and your mind just starts to go. You start to hear songs that you played tonight or that Walter played, since I've never heard Walter play. I have his records, but I never heard him play live. And your brain will just start ticking, and I may start hitting bumps on the road. And boom, boom, boom,
Yep.
boom, and then you just start thinking up a song, and the next thing you know, you come up with something. That's about it.
Do you do the arranging?
Yeah, pretty much. I do all the arranging, and I write all the original music. And then when we play older songs, we're just taking the arrangement of the band that we're trying to imitate, basically. We try to use theirs because we feel they had such a good arrangement of the song in the first place. There's no sense in changing it.
Oh,
You know, I don't want to throw my spin on it. If it was a good song back then, it's still a good song.
Yes.
You just play it the way they played it. You know. People appreciate it that way better, I think.
People are really into a lot of Spanish music now too. So have you got a lot of
Tex-Mex.
requests for them?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Tex-Mex is big. We've been forcing my mother to sing more because when we lived in California, she would do a lot of Tex-Mex music and stuff like that. So we've been trying to get her to get into the act and sing a little bit. You know.
Yeah, that's really nice, and I know
And
that
it's a nice style of music too, because it's almost like Slovenian style.
Right.
It's just a little bit slower,
little bit different.
slower. It has more of the backbeat, so it's more of a bam, 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 like a honky tonk. It has that honky tonk.
I really
feel to
like
it.
the way the Spanish people dance the polka.
Oh my Lord!
It's so easy. It looks
believe
so
me
easy.
out there, it's easy on your knees. all they do is rock back and forth. They
A lot of
that's
rocking,
all they do.
swaying, yes.
They
A
don't.
little step. There's a little step in there that comes in. I
They'll do a
watched
double
couple
time
of,
every once in a while and they'll spin,
Right.
but it's usually just a straight rocking type of motion. Yeah, that's when we used to play in California, and some of the polka people would come to the events that we would play that were all Mexican. So we would play nothing but Mexican music. Some of the polka people would show up there, and they'd start doing the hop. And the Mexican people would just start watching them, you know, because they're dancing around the floor, bouncing and bouncing. And here's the Mexican people
Just swaying nice, yes.
Those people, they're working too hard. They're
That's
working
right.
too hard.
It is. It's hard work out there, but you know, it energizes a lot of people, and
as
they're
long as
out
you can
there.
keep doing it,
And it seems like some of them dance the first dance and are still out
And
there
they
at the
go.
last, and so
They
it's
go the
really
whole
good.
way.
So, what have you been doing lately? Are you getting a
my
new
Lord, we've been-
song out, a new polka
we have
album, or
2 albums
whatever?
coming out, and we're going to do one that has nothing but older songs, like the Marion Lush song, the Happy
Very
Louie song,
good
that everybody
idea.
they keep asking
Yes.
us about that. Clarinet polka, Ale Fajnie, all these songs that we play live, we never put them on a tape. So that we're going to do that. We're just about done with it, and then we're going to release a new tape of older songs that we've played for years and years, but we don't have them recorded. with the newer band, like The
Yes.
Girl of My Dreams, the Jeff Chen.
Yes.
That's a very popular song, but we only have it on a tape when I was 15 years old.
Oh,
so when
so-
people buy the tape, they say,
That doesn't
"Wait,
sound
that
like
doesn't
you're
sound
doing
like
it."
you guys. What
No.
happened?" So, we figured we should redo it so it sounds like the way people hear it now.
Very good.
So-
Well, we're going to go back to your music right now.
Okay.
And thank you for taking the time out. And
Okay.
we're going to go back to the Polka family.